Guys, I think we need to drop the 5th Planeswalker because 4 of them just doesn't do it for me, you know? And let's see if our opponent can handle 5 at the same time. Obviously we'll draw a card in response and get another one, which is nice. But of course they are getting a ton of extra value. Do we kill this? I absolutely hate this, but I think it's worth it. I think it, you know, even for second part of the effect, it's still worth an extra card. Hopefully we can draw with the Tome. Okay, our opponent is going for the Overlord of the Balemark. Yeah, this is just a Kavaro classic deck. It's interesting they have Harvester. I don't think most of the like meta builds run it. It's mostly for Dimir Kavaro, but not for Zultai Reanimator Kavaro. You know, those decks are all very similar, and they want to hit our hand, which I can kinda understand. I'm not super happy about this, but we'll see. Maybe they go greedy with Elspeth, and that maybe opens some place. Now we can check the graveyard. They only have, what, one good creature in the graveyard. I will try to be greedy and draw cards with this. Let's go. Listen, this is why we have Kaya in the deck. I did it because... Oh, right, it's fine, it's fine. I did it by the, you know, habit. So I don't think we need any of those cards. We need something that is massive value, and we need to get rid of this seat. We have the Tome to help us. Like, I played the deck without the Tome, but very often you just cannot set up the Planeswalker, or you hit one that doesn't draw cards, and you kinda cannot chain the Planeswalker. So I think with the Tome, you more or less solve this problem. Right, here's the speaker. Not a huge surprise. So our opponent will probably discard Bringer and search for Kavaro. You know, the whole point of the deck, just play one card while second is in the graveyard. They went for this seat, which is very interesting. They know that our card is Day of Judgment. I'm surprised with this play. I don't think it's what should be done, to be honest. Like, they have to take Day of Judgment, but there's no board, so it doesn't matter. Like, this is more a little bit of a dead card for us. And we can always find more sweepers if we care. I will still try to draw with the Tome. Okay. We will definitely go for... I honestly just don't want this card. I think they have Cover and Bringer, but it doesn't matter, because we exile the Bringer. So now they need to find another way. We could get a Planeswalker here. I think we will. Let's go. This is why we have the Tome. And as you can see, definitely working. They have Reef. They have Reef, so that's kind of important. But I still think we kill it. Reef means full tap for the whole turn, and I don't think they can afford it. And they still don't kill Kaya. Oh, they really are going for it. I like this play. Especially that they cannot do it again. They can get the Professor, but this is why we have the Tome. See exactly what I mean. With Tome, we always have more value. Okay, this is worse though.
These are the answers I need.
Now we will have to spend a little bit of time to, you know, clear the mess. And so I think we go Tome, Tome, and either shoot the Sheriff into draw, or just double draw. Don't need lands. Ajani? Ajani is decent, but it's not the power level of a Planeswalker that we need right now. Is that cover or something like Deceit? I think we can dodge Deceit. Oh no, because they will get the card. So what is it? They cannot get anything from the graveyard yet, so I will go for Deceit first, just to protect our Planeswalkers. We have removal for the Reef, so they cannot make the same play again. I tell you, I think that choosing Elspeth over Kaya is like the big misplay. And we kill it now. Oh, that's so good. I wanted to kill it anyway, but now I know that they cannot make 2 mana play. They still have some in the deck. So that is absolute godsend. They wasted map, they are fully tapped. And yeah, this one will be a little bit brutal. I think this is where we start to get really ahead. We still need to solve the Overlord, and the draw is not great. Okay, this is better. I tell you, man. Kaya doing freaking work. I don't care about sweepers. I care about not having the board that has to be swept. Probably... Is there any point in keeping Kavara? Unless they have Awakened Dawn or that, it shouldn't matter. So let's go for Wistfulness, because they can kill the Tome and also get the cards. I will draw with 1, because we can hit Planeswalker and play it immediately, maybe. You know what, effort is not bad. I will take it. If they reanimate the whole board, somehow, we get a lot of life, and... So I think they wanted to get rid of the Sweeper, because they expected to reanimate the whole board and they didn't want to get it swept. They don't seem to be playing, at least for now, Terror of the Peaks. This could be just 3-color without terrors. So they need to go for the board. Overlord will be a problem, but I think we need to somehow deal with it. Our opponent giving us the same play as before. So I'm really happy with this. Like, we are getting so ahead. We just need to draw removal for Overlord, and we should be golden. And now it flips. Let's keep drawing. I'm super greedy with those tomes. Notice that I never actually scryed with a single one. And I think this is really good for us. Oh, it was closer than you think. For some reason I have a habit, because every aggro player just keeps attacking you, so it's always tapped creatures. I never pressed it. Let's continue. Kaya is definitely doing work. I mean, yes. We need one. I think it's Overlord. This card is so strong in this deck. I mean, so far we are absolutely obliterating this deck, one card at a time. I think they might go for the Reef and go full all-in, but you can see that suddenly, instead of 7 mana, they have only 5. It's a big difference. They can play Kavara, but they have no good targets. I guess Speaker is decent. Overlord is amazing for our opponent, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We cannot kill it even with Ajani. Let's see what they got. Oh, Bringer. They cannot hardcast it because they lost so many lands. It should be Kavara. Speaker, alright. I think Speaker is also a decent choice, but I think Kavara is better a little bit. But we'll see, we'll see. I guess we have to kill this. But maybe we can find a different way. This is for a Reef, probably. Oh man, the draws are absolutely awful. Oh, that was painful. Okay, I can surveil first. Now, let's surveil first and see what we get. I could get this. In a way, it is a removal, so I guess... It's a horrible one, but still a removal. Let's get rid of the Bringer. I think we got 2 already. Yep. Okay, let's get the card. We still keep Shoot the Sheriff for the Reef, which is very important. We get rid of the Overlord. Oh, that's another target, but we still had to go for the Bringer. Like, it's always the better card. I tell you, if they went for Kavara here, they could get the Overlord already. But maybe they just have multiple Kavaras in hand. So maybe they just want something extra. Hard to know. Okay, so they do play Terror of the Peaks, it seems. And our opponent is really, really keen on this play. Bro, I feel that we've seen this scene before. I think this is not the first time. They had something, but I guess it was... So one of those cards is Hex. They had priority on 1 mana with pretty much like creature only in the board. Okay, Ashiok, finally a Planeswalker that can draw card. By the way, 15 loyalty, because why not? Why not? Nope, we already have enough. Man, we would draw so many lands. And this has to be the Overlord. So far, we are literally destroying every single card that matters from the graveyard. We could go for the kill. We can even draw with the Tome and that will exile a card. It's really not bad. Okay, guys, this is a huge decision. I need to think about this one. So I'll give our opponent, info that it will be a moment. So if we go for a kill, we miss a card, and our tomes are running out. I think we should draw. I think we need another Planeswalker. I think that was a good choice. They have no Reefs, which means we can tap out fully here. And let's go for this. even if they get Awakened on or dead, they will probably not target Tome. They will target Ashiok or some, you know, huge bomb. And because they lost so many lands, they cannot make multiple plays easily. If they play Speaker, they cannot play Kavaro. Which normally they would be at, what, 3 lands? So 9 mana. Difference between 9 and 5, or 6 if they play a land, is absolutely massive. And I mean, we are fighting like a freaking champion against this obnoxious meta deck. And I think so far we are winning, but I'm not sure if we can take it home. Dragon. So Terror of the Peaks is in the hand probably. Yep, you can kinda tell. Usually most of the Kavaro players, I've noticed they just name the type that they already have in the hand, because then you don't need to think about the rest of the deck. So that's something I've noticed. If you see the type, you can kinda guess there's a huge chance they have this card in the hand. That's my observation. You know, not 100% always, but more than 50. And sometimes educated guess is all you need. Well, guys, this is just 3 damage, right? Just making sure. How about Ugin, the 4th freaking Planeswalker? Let's freak... Man, this is the Planeswalker deck we all deserve. Let's get some cards, shall we? We still have 21 in the deck, and I think this is the moment where we try to go for the kill. Let's start making some creatures, shall we? Card was exiled, and now let's see if we want to get rid of something. It's only Kavaro and You know what? The Harvester is starting to be really good. I will exile Harvester. So far, I'm not sure if we need any of those cards. We are burning through the library like crazy, but I think we can. I think Harvester is actually good now, because we want to go into the kill mode. Card was exiled with Ugin, it was Terror, so we pump. I actually want to close the game, because this deck can always kill you. Like, keep in mind, if they mill a lot of cards, they just play Kavaro, get the Bringer, get the Terror triggers, and they just kill you on spot. You don't even have time to sweep, so I really want to close the game before they get to the crazy part. One of the reasons it feels so one-sided is that our opponent lost 3 lands, and that means that they cannot make Speaker, Kavaro tutor play into the, you know, the crazy stuff. Is that Bringer? Arden. Also very strong, but at least we can kill it with go for the throat. With Shoot the Sheriff, close enough. And as usually, whatever happens, they just play Kavaro and still might win on the spot. The classic. One of the reasons that I love this deck so much. Okay, so they exile Arden. And I mean, we kill it. This way we at least prevent the full play. We can draw a card with Tome, so we should be ahead. I think we can close the game here. What is the... I think we've got this game. I smell a scoop in the air. Let's draw a card first. We probably don't need so much mana, so we will use this ability. We have tons of life, so let's play a land. Oh no! I forgot about Ashiok passive. We paid life, which means we exile 2 cards. That was not worth it. So what can we do? I think we go for the emblem then. We kill Speaker. We plus Kaya. I don't want those cards, but I'm burning through the library. I need to be careful. And I still think we can do it one more time. Let's go for the Speakers. And... did we exile a card? Well, we will. Wait, we can just make... let's make Nightmares. We need to go for the kill very quickly. And let's draw a card. This way we exile the Tome, or the Nightmares pump, and we don't need to waste the Ashiok trigger. And let's swing. That's a lot of triggers. And by the way, this is how a normal deck tries to win the game, not by just playing a 4-drop. I play a 4-drop and I'm still not winning. What's going on? Well, this 4-drop is closer to winning. That's a 5th Planeswalker. Well, guys, I think we're doing just fine. So I'm doing it for the emblem. On the next turn we can already ultimate. This is crazy. Professor literally ultimates on the next turn it enters. What the hell, man? And it's emblem, so there's nothing you can do about it. Well, unfortunately our opponent can still play Kavaro. Is that Bringer Kavaro? This is probably the only way we can lose. Okay, it's not Bringer, which means that Kavaro is not as good as it could be. You can count how many times I said Kavaro, because the whole deck is just about playing Kavaro. What can I say? Literally one card deck. Obviously they have all the support and stuff, but you know, like every card in the deck is basically cheated with Kavaro. So if they don't have it, it's very different. So I still think they should just pick Kavaro, play it, and you know, go from there. Overlord of the Bailmork. Huh. And guys, I'm so happy that we can showcase. This is, I didn't check the stats, but I think it's still like top 3 or top 5 deck in the meta, even with Strixhaven. So if we can beat it in such a long, full power on power game, I mean that's good. But to be fair, I think this was a huge blunder by our opponent by not discarding Kaya when they had the chance. This card is the reason we won. And by the way, I took Kaya because of this matchup. Well, I don't know what we're playing against, but all I know is that I want authority of the Consuls in my board. We have some tomes, I had to add them just so we can find the Planeswalkers. And let's see. Administrator. Oh yes, give me the life gain. I want all the life gain. What do? 2 mana to 2 menace. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcerer spell that targets a creature, put a counter on this creature. When this dies, if it had counters, put those counters on up to 1 different creature. Well guys, it was a lot of reading to read. It gets removed. Ajani, this is why we have Ajani, this is why we play Authority, and this is why we have Split Ups. All of those cards serve one purpose. You cannot kill us on the first turns and you need to play against the Planeswalkers. That's the idea. And oh boy, we'll get so much life. Well, let's go for this, but the real deal is obviously the Professor. Oh yes.
Follow my instructions, and you might survive.
I will, Professor. As long as your advice is to draw more cards, I absolutely am for it. What is the Scorn Mage doing? Probably doing something when they cast spell. They put a counter. Okay. So let's see how much they can pump. I really hope that Professor survives. Okay, so it's +2, I believe. Oh, this one. Oh, on this creature they cannot choose the target. So they're killing Ajani, but we still have block. They didn't remove it. I was sure that they should have a lot of removal, but I guess it makes sense. It's like an aggro deck. So guys, well. The classic. Oh, the deck. Oh, the board feels so much better now. If not the fact, do we want this? I honestly don't care. I just want more cards so we can hit more Planeswalkers and make sure that we don't get into a situation where we have nothing to play. Bro, they are screaming so hard. Like, I'm literally speaking louder just to go over them, and they are like, you know, going dual voicing. So we have some, you know, internal fights between who's commenting this game, and I'm trying to win, but it's close. What are you doing? Whenever they cast a spell, you guessed it, put a counter on each. Okay, they have a huge selection. Are you a outlaw? Well, you probably should be. No, bro, you are losing it. Whether you like it or not. Oh, man, they actually will try to protect it. I won't lie, I didn't expect double avatar state, but I don't think it's as good. I will get the loyalty just to make sure, obviously. So if I knew that they will go so hard on defense, obviously I would use one of the Planeswalkers and then answer with double shoot the Sheriff, which would kill the creature. So honestly, I just didn't expect this type of, you know, damage and power. I will plus only. I'm passing only to get more loyalty because it might be hard for them to pump it to 7 power. And in that situation, the Professor survives and, you know, we get the stuff. The big problem is that our aggro friend is drawing 3 cards per play and per turn. That's a little bit high for a deck that isn't control. I remember this one. Yeah, they create creature. So we'll probably need... Well, I guess we have a sweeper. This could be pretty interesting. I really appreciate that our opponent is trying something new. Very cool deck, very fun. And this is more of, you know, something that I would like aggro to be. Just you know, a little bit slower and trying to play a real game. Instead of just, you know, hoping that your opponent maybe is on the draw with no removal on first 2 turns. You know? So now we can do a manual sweep. Probably should be nice. And I added split ups and one authorities like the last additions to the deck, and I couldn't be more happy. I tested different versions, but man, this just feels right. Well guys, I will spare you the, you know, the early game of on the play Momo into 3 plays on turn 2, you know, this type of shenanigans. So instead, we are just going for the tome. Let our opponent unload every single card from their hand to their heart's content, and we'll play the only card that matters in those decks. Sweeper, I sweep you, I win the game. That's it. So we will see if that's enough. We'll see if we are dead on this turn. Our opponent playing, you know, the classic aggro card advantage card. Daydream. So do they like blink it? Yep. So honestly, normally it's insane play. They just got a 5/7 guys for like, what was it, 3 mana or something? I don't even count. So normally it just is game-winning play. But fortunately we play 1 card that matters. By the way, this is like 9 damage already, so we are close to that. Oh man. Aggro decks in Standard are completely off the rails since some time. Let's get this. I will still take a land. But we don't need to upkeep stop. Let's play the card that matters. Yep, and if you reset the game and say that, okay, can we please start playing Magic from 0? Okay, let's actually play the game. And this is where you can play, you know, a longer interesting game. If you don't have a sweeper, you are just not allowed into mid-game. Pixie, sure. It should be a 1/1. I don't think they... Oh, maybe they want to double spell? I wonder if they have Zenith in the deck. They should. This is like one of the big cards. Okay, very interesting. So they took the mana before it's bounced. But why do they want to play so many spells? Maybe just for the counter. That's my guess. Because they know that 1 power is not enough to finish the job, but 6 is kind of nice. I'm not sure if we will use the tome, but let's be prepared. They can go to 0 cards and play a Riddler probably, and refill, so it's not a big deal. How many cards do we need to win this? I think we can scry a little bit. I'll take it, this is the 1 card that matters for the matchup. I'm not sure what they have in the hand. They could have Interruptors and things like this, which will definitely get us hard. They have something. They try to skip priority quickly, but they have something. I think it's Interrupter. And that's really bad because we need to make a play. Otherwise they will just kill us. And that means... Oh man, this is not good. I think they Oh, it went through! It actually went through. So do we kill the Pixie? This could also be Anchor, something weird. I don't know what they have, but I will go for 3 life. Because this is +2 loyalty, and this is 2 damage. So they kinda trade on like 0. Oh! Didn't expect this. Not gonna lie, did not expect this. Fortunately, we actually have basic. Man, that was freaking close. Not getting this land would be actually kinda a big deal. Oh man. But we don't die. We life gained still. We traded 1 for 1. We actually got extra land, so in a way 2 for 1. And we still got the life gain. And now we are closer to the tome, so I still think we are in a good spot. You know, only because we played that sweeper. We would be so dead if not that, you know, that draw. So, Mr. Dragon, what will it be? I'm so happy I took it. Even though there was 1 creature in the board, still worth it. They can take the mana, obviously. I wonder what they have. It feels like they still have something. Do you think we need to life gain on the next turn? I have no idea. This is kinda important. I will scry. We have enough lands, so scry could be close to drawing a card, but having the option to get 4 life gain at instant speed, I think it's exactly what we need. Because they can interrupt us and get 6 damage in the board on the next turn, and maybe even pump it somehow with like the Air Temple. So I think it's like, you know, potentially lethal. We could go Kaya into Shoot the Sheriff. That's probably a good play. Having 2 spells is so much better. I know Liliana is amazing here, but having 2 spells is so much better. And the token has flying, so we need to bait the last cards. We don't know what they are. It could be Ankh, Interrupter, Erode. I'll take it. This is actually really good for us. No, we don't have basic! That was the last one! Oh no! Oh no, we got the planes from the deck naturally. And do we kill Pixie? I'm not sure. We'll see what the play is. I will try to end step play because we have really good plays for the next turn. It feels they don't have. How are you outlaw? You are so nurturing. You are a good pixie. You should not be outlawing stuff. Alright, but we can draw the cards. It's not so bad. And we know that they don't have instants, which is a huge deal. I think we'll win. I think we're winning because they don't have like interruption. Go to 9. Yeah, nothing. Nothing, which means I think it's Liliana. She trades so perfectly against this board, and if they kill her, or this could be another Erode. Let's play the land steal. Lily, I count on you. You need to carry me to the victory. We'll draw cards with those zombies at some point. Let's play the Citadel, I guess. Okay, this is the part where we are starting to get ahead. Man, that was freaking close. Yeah, I guess. But they wasted Boomerang. They basically cycled the card. So it's not so bad. They didn't get card advantage from this. It's not Otter or anything. Otter actually just gives you infinite value with those 2 cards. But here they just cycled Boomerang into a random card. Let's keep plussing. Let's keep plussing, because at some point we'll get the cards from the zombies. We could even Day of Judgment on our own board, but we probably are not in this stage. Obviously the draws are, you know, literally lance after lance after lance. It's probably not exactly what we aimed for, but I think our opponent also got some. They got Erode. I think they still need to win with creatures, so we keep Shoot the Sheriff. I'm really sad. I hoped for Lily to do more. And definitely Tripper Erode is a little bit more than I expected, but let's go for Professor. And you can see how ridiculous this card is. In every situation it's just great. Our dose aren't, but we will fix them soon. If this survives, and I believe they have 1 more Erode in the whole deck, and that's it. So they probably will never remove. I think this stays for the rest of the game. Yep. Well guys, as some of you expected in the comments in the previous days, we had to try Abzan Planeswalkers, and some of them are on the right side, some of them are on the left side. What does it mean? I will explain you everything, and we'll talk about, you know, my results and what you can expect from Planeswalkers in the new version. But first, our absolute legend for today is Khalifa, and my friend, I hope you enjoy Abzan or Planeswalkers, or hopefully both, because this deck is for you, and really thank you for joining the Hall of Fame of the channel forever. Really appreciate your support, and I hope you had a lot of fun, so thank you. And about the deck, we need to talk about the previous Planeswalkers and the new Planeswalkers, because I'll tell you straight away, just to keep it real, that I deranked with the deck, and I think that Planeswalkers generally are not at the power level of, you know, competitive, you know, standard format. They are just too slow and too fragile. You drop, you know, Planeswalker, they drop Cavero, guess who wins? Or maybe Kona, or maybe they just hit you in the face. And against control, they will just counter, you know, 2 or 3 Planeswalkers that you play that are relevant for the matchup, like the big ones, and then they will, you know, just run with the game. However, that being said, you can see a clear difference between the new Planeswalkers and the old ones. The new ones, like, let's be honest about it, the new ones are power crept to oblivion. They are so much better than what we used to get at 3 and 4 mana respectively. Like, this Planeswalker is a full package. It has literally every ability for every archetype you ever wanted. It's just a powerhouse. And you have seen a lot of players just, literally scoop to this. If they cannot kill it in one turn, they have no board. It's just a guarantee that you will draw 2 cards per turn forever. You have removal in this. They cannot burn you because you can life gain. They will just scoop to this. And of course this can get the whole hand. It gets even more power if you play creatures, but obviously with Planeswalkers we don't really want to give them the target outside of 1/1 tokens. So guys, just to keep it real with you, I don't think Planeswalkers outside of the new ones are, matching the standard power. So more of a fun deck, but I absolutely love this type of gameplay. I wish we had Urza's, assembles the Titans. I think that was the name. I tried to search for something similar, but I don't think we have it in standard. So yeah, we cannot go more crazy than this, but I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting on Patreon, on channel memberships. You guys are absolutely awesome for helping make those videos, and I hope you are enjoying the new format. Strixhaven so far has been amazing, and well, we have tons of cards to explore. We didn't even start, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.